The Good, the Bad, and the Nerdy. Hosted by Honey Badger herself, Katie May, and the most enthusiastic person in comics, Mike Watson. What up, everybody? How you doing? Katie May is back on The Good, the Bad, and the Nerdy after her trip to another country, but she's here now.
Yes, I am here now.
Our episode. I'm not feeling that good, so I'm trying to fight through it.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I knew Katie May was returning, so just trying to hang in there.
Well, I appreciate it. I hope. Well, I'm back, so I guess that means I haven't been replaced. So that's good.
No replacing here. We weren't going to do that. Danny just was keeping the seat warm.
Okay, that's good because I don't want this to be like the Mike and Danny show.
No. And we are live on the Facebook.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Hi everyone.
Yeah. Hi everyone. We're here. Okay, so this week's episode is just I got a dent in my hat. What the heck? Okay, there we go. So this week's episode is a special episode. We're just talking about some movie trailers that we watched. We're gonna speed round all of them. So that's pretty much it. We're just keeping it light and fluffy. There's a lot going on. Katie just got back, and there's tons of stuff going on over here with comics and events and things and I'm not even, I'm not 100. So we're just going to knock this out the park today. And then I'm going to go lay down.
I think that's a great idea. But, we just thought we would try something a little different, do something a little different. It's our show. We do what we want. So we've got, 9 upcoming movies. So 9 trailers that we watched. And we're going to speed round all of them. So this will be a test of our skills.
What's the 9th movie? I'm missing one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Lion King. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. The New Mutants.
Oh, I did not do that. I did not grab that one, but I've seen it. So yeah,
okay.
All right.
And just give everyone the rest of the list. Midsummer, Jumanji 2, Angel Has Fallen, Joker, Crawl, and the next Maleficent movie.
All right.
So yeah, a whole hodgepodge of different things.
Yes, a whole hodgy-podgy. Did I say hodgy-podgy?
Yeah, you did. You must not be feeling well.
All right, let's dig in.
All right, which one are we starting with?
Our first one that we're here is The Lion King.
Okay, let me get my timer ready. Okay, do you want to start or do you want me to start?
You can start. This is your first time back, so.
Oh, okay. All right, so I am starting now. All right, so the original cartoon of Lion King came out when I was a kid, so this movie was huge for me. I loved it, and I was like, I don't know how I feel about this live-action movie, but I got to tell you, I really loved the trailer. I thought it was amazing. For me, the good was the amazing graphics, the CGI. It was like really lifelike and almost seemed like they were real animals, so that was super cool to me. The bad, you don't really see Nala and you don't hear any Beyonce. What the hell was up with that?
All right. I can respect that. The good for me is that it's The Lion King, and the good is Jon Favreau's directing it. I really liked what he did with the Jungle Book beforehand. I really enjoyed it, and I know the special effects are going to be good. The bad is that Jeremy Irons does not return for the voice. So it's kind of a 2-for-1 for me, and we don't get Be Prepared is not.
Oh.
And that was my joint. That was my jump off. Whenever I watch dishes, I would sing that song. I had the cassette album of The Lion King, and I'd put on my Walkman and I'd wash dishes, and I'd be like, "Be prepared for it." I'd do the whole thing while I'm washing dishes, and so that's the bad for me right now. But in all honesty, I'm not really blown away by this trailer because I've seen the movie, and the movie's very, very important to me. Me and my sisters used to watch it every day, so they got some pretty big shoes to try to replicate or reintroduce to.
Totally, I agree. And I love that you mentioned the soundtrack because that was probably like the tape of my generation. Like
Right,
all
right.
those songs. So I'm sad to hear that the Be Prepared is not going to be on there, but hopefully they have something cool to maybe replace it. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, it does definitely have some big shoes to fill.
It does. But I mean, I'm gonna go see it. We'll
Oh
see what
yeah, for
happens.
sure.
Yeah. Uh,
All
Next up,
right. So that we in under time. Good job.
awesome.
All right. Ooh, spooky, spooky. We've got Crawl up next. Do you want to start this one since it started the last one?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Go.
All right. I didn't know what this was. I heard John Campy and them talking about this on their show, but they didn't show anything because, they're famous, so they get to see all this behind the scenes crap that we don't get access to. But they were pretty excited about it. And then as we are watching the trailer, I was like, "Yeah, this is what John Campy was talking about. This is it." And the bad is that this isn't here yet. uh, I'll tell you a little secret about me. I like watching terrible movies like this because they're just so ridiculous, and that makes them fun. But this is probably one of my worst nightmares. It's a nightmare that I never knew that I had until I saw this movie. So it encapsulates all my fears. Trapped in a scary ass house, water everywhere, and a carnivorous beast chasing me down. So that's really my bad. But this is a crazy dumb like scenario that's happening, and the special effects and the movie just looks like a good popcorn flick. I don't understand how this girl survives. Like, she got bit like 3 times in this trailer, and like, she's still going. I'm like, the bite force on an alligator is ridiculous right now. Like, it's just crazy. So that's me, Katie.
Yeah, I love horror movies like this too. I was a big fan of all of the Sharknadoes, so this definitely hit a good spot for me. The bad for me is like just watching this trailer, it was super stressful. I was really stressed out. Like you said, it's like all your fears at once, and it was very stressful. And also the dog better not die. Um, yeah, that better not happen. I'll be pissed. The good, I really liked that the creature looked believable. It didn't
Yeah,
look like crazy or weird. It looked like a credible threat. So I liked that of it. It wasn't just like, what the hell is this? This is not believable. This is like, oh, that giant thing could really exist.
yeah. Yeah, so that does add to the fear of it because this is like a scenario that actually, I mean, a lot of dominoes got to fall into the right place, but it's a scenario that can actually happen. This is something that you can face, so it does add to the fair value of it.
Absolutely. I agree. All right. Look at that. 2 for 2.
Well, I think we're gonna knock this out the park because they're trailers. It's not like when we get to see the whole movie,
That's true.
so we might be cheating a little bit.
No, we're not cheating. You can't cheat when you make the rules.
Oh, very, very good point. Very, very good point. When you're making the rules, you can't cheat. I'm gonna remember that. Say that to my students. All right, next one up. These
Oh, I
images
was
are
like, what
so
is this tiny picture?
right.
All right, so this is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and you started last time. You want me to start?
That's good.
We'll just go back and forth. Okay.
Right.
All right. So, the good for me is that at first this kind of appeared to just be like a buddy film between Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio. Like one's the actor and one's the stunt double, and I was like, all right, whatever. This okay, it could be whatever. And then you start to realize that this is actually about so much more when it brings in Sharon Tate, and I'm like, where are they going with this? And then they bring in Marilyn, or not Marilyn Manson, Manson, um, Charles Manson
Mhm.
into the thing, and you're like, oh shit, this is going to be about a whole lot more. So I really liked how kind of in the beginning you think it's about one thing, and then by the end you're like, oh shit, this is going to be really deep. So that was my good for me. The bad for me is that Leonardo DiCaprio is in this. I do not like him. I don't like his face. um, I would prefer if pretty much any other actor was in this movie.
So, uh, I'll roll into my good. The cast. I love every single person as an actor and actress in this film. So seeing all these people mingle in a Quentin Tarantino movie is great. I agree that Quentin Tarantino is like the king of dialogue, and he has some of the most realistic, grounded, awesome conversations in this movie. So it's something I definitely look forward to. The bad, I don't care about this damn movie. Nothing in here made me say, "Oh shit, let me go see it." Besides the cast and the director, I'm just like, so what is this about? Like every other trailer that I've gotten from Quentin Tarantino has told me what this movie is about, and I'm like, okay, let's go. But like, I feel like this movie's just going off the weight of the name of the cast and Quentin's name. Go see this movie because Quentin Tarantino directed, and all these famous ass people were in it. But it's about something that happens in Hollywood. But we ain't gonna tell you what that something is, or even give you a hint about that something. But it's something in Hollywood. Not interested. But so that's me.
All right. What do we got next?
Next up. Oh shoot, I'm clicking on our stream screen instead of the actual app.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna work.
Yeah, it's not gonna work at all. There we go.
All right, so next up is Midsummer, which is an interesting horror movie. And I think it is your turn to start. So when you're finished chugging your water.
Yeah, I just needed a tasty beverage.
All right, you ready? Go.
The intensity of this movie is crazy. So the cluster of the film has me interested. Like, oh my god, what's happening? What's going on? Da-da. But unlike uh, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I'm actually interested in this, but I'm interested in the fact that I just want to know what's happening. Because I don't do scary movies, because in case you did not know, I'm a bitch. So I don't watch any scary movies at all. If I do, I have a sword or a big ass Nerf gun with me when I'm watching them. But the bad, it's a horror movie. And my factor ratio here is always like, why the hell are you in this situation? Why would you say yes to go on this trip? Look at all this shit. As soon as you walked in here, all this is messed up. This ain't right. None of these people is right now. They're going around merry-go-round in a big circle in the park right now. These grown-ass people. You need to go. Why ain't you seeing all these signs? I'm seeing these signs. You ain't seeing these signs? So I'm interested, but not enough to go to sit through what's happening, because I almost got frustrated in the trailer. Like, all right, man, like define what it is for me. But I know this type of movie, they put it everywhere. So one leg's in, one leg's out. That's where I stand.
Okay, all right. Well, unlike you, I love horror movies, so this is right up my alley. Um, uh, the good for me is that I really liked that the whole trailer, and I'm assuming the movie, is so bright
Mm-hmm.
because it's just like the opposite of any other horror movie, which you normally anticipate to be like very dark. So the fact that it's like very bright and it just kind of intrigued me that this is a horror movie, but it doesn't seem like a horror movie. So I thought that was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
The bad is that I didn't really get too much of a sense about what this movie is about, and it kind of left me like wanting to know more, which I guess is a good thing because I do want to go see this movie. But I just felt like I was like, what is going on the whole time? So that is my bad.
Alrighty, we're killing this right now.
We are crushing it.
All right, you're up.
Yeah, so next up is Joker. Go ahead, press start. All right. So the good for me is that in all of the Joker movies previously, or Batman movies where Joker's in it, um, I felt like you're just like, why is he so crazy? Where is this coming from? Like, why is he the way that he is? Like, people don't just like, I guess maybe people are born that way. I don't know, but I was like, what is going on with him? How did he get to be this way? And it seems like this is the origin story. We're finally getting an origin story. We're going to explain why he's like the way he is. So I am super into it. I am super excited about it. It looks really cool.
I'm sorry, Katie. Ren McKenzie's joining us, and another
Oh.
Facebook user, and he says, "Hey guys, what's up, Ren?" And he says, "Screw Tara Valentino." And he doesn't like Tarantino. Somebody said that's true. It's not so dark that you can't see it, like most other horror movies. So they agree with you. And also, Katie, just like Alfred said, some men want to see the world burn. He said it. That's all we need. But you go ahead and
Okay.
finish up.
All right, but I want to know the why. I want to know, how did this happen? How did we get to this point? Why does he want to see the world burn? I get it. I get it. Sometimes people are just chaos, but like I like to know the background. The bad for me is that I really love this trailer and I'm really excited about it, and it left me wanting more, and I want this movie to be like now.
All right. The good for me in this trailer is Joaquin Phoenix. He's an amazing freaking actor. My God, like his version of Joker is going to be really, really good. I know people are going to be talking about this for a while. The bad for me is that it's Joaquin Phoenix's version of the Joker. It's not going to be anything that can connect to any of the other DC movies. It's going to be its own solo thing. And I'm not that interested in Joker's past. Honestly, what Alfred said, like I said earlier, some men just want to see the world burn. And I think it ruins the mystery of Joker, of who the Joker is, if you go ahead and analyze and see his upbringing. While be it, I think this film is going to be amazing, director wise, acting wise, cinematography wise. I think this film's going to be great. I just don't think it's going to be like what I hate the Dark Knight movies because they're great movies, but they're terrible Batman movies. And I think that's exactly what this is going to be.
Okay. What do we got up next?
Yeah, good old An Angel Has Fallen or Fallen Angel.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah. Just in case people don't know what this is like what Washington Has Fallen or something. This is the third movie in this series for this guy.
Is it? I thought
Yeah.
the trailer. Oh, maybe it said it was trailer number 1 for this movie. But continue. I'm cutting into your time.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. That's part of the challenge as well. So oh wait. There it is. An Angel Has Fallen. So it is the third movie in this Fallen movie trilogy where he always has to protect the president from some kind of crap. But he has now been set up to be the fall guy in these movies now, and now he has to clear his name and protect the president. These are just really over the top action flicks, not in the same realm as my Fast and Furious series, but they're still there. Gerard Butler, I enjoy him in these movies. I think he's a great action hero, great action movie guy. I'm looking forward to the action and the ridiculous thing that gets him raveled up in this. The bad for me is that it's going to be some ridiculous over the top thing that's not even like feasible, like even in their rules. And I know you're like, but Mike, you like Fast and the Furious. I know. But the Fast and Furious works on their own rules and they follow all their rules. So everything works in their world, unlike this one. But still going. I'll probably catch it when it comes out. I'll probably catch it on a Fire Stick. Maybe I ain't gonna pay for it. Go ahead, Katie.
All right. So for me, the good is that Nick Nolte looked pretty badass with his big ass beard. So I liked that. And the bad is that I really, really hate that like framed mistaken identity trope. Like I think
Mhm.
this movie would piss me off. Because he's obviously the good guy. He obviously didn't didn't do it, and it's just really annoying. I hate that trope.
It's been done before. Gee, I didn't realize my washing machine was so loud. They are the same. So if you guys haven't seen, I've been popping up the comments.
Oh,
I
now I can see them.
didn't want to interrupt Katie as she was talking, but I want to make sure people tuning in are getting the little shout outs here. And yes, they do feel the same, but to a degree, they are still fun. Um, yeah, I love this app. This app has so many trendy things to it. All right.
That was cool because you're always like, "Oh, so and so said this," and I can't see it. So, um, now I can see it. Thank you.
No problem.
All
All
right,
right.
so I guess I'm starting with Maleficent.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so full disclosure, I did not see um, the first movie, so I
Okay.
really don't know necessarily all the baggage that comes before this one. Um, the scenery looked really breathtaking. The special effects looked awesome. It's a really beautiful film, I think, at least from the stuff in the trailer. The bad, I just don't care. Um, I just don't care.
Okay. Okay. All right. Um. So the good for me, I would agree. The scenery and stuff. But the good for me is Angelina Jolie. I'm a pretty decent fan of her, and seeing her in these type of roles where she's powerful, she's kicking ass, she's doing her thing, and she gets to have this super like evil mystique about herself. She carries it so well. Like this really is a role that was defined by her. You could tell like maybe this is a character that she really enjoyed when she was growing up as a child, and it shows in how she's portraying it. And I like her interpretation of it. Uh, the bad for me is that they're trying to make Maleficent. They made Maleficent a good guy, a good woman in the first movie, a hero, and now they're trying to water her down. Well, not water her down, but infect her to make her a bad character, to make her the evil that we all know her to be. And I think it seems very forced. And you put all this time to get people to like her. And Angelina Jolie is a movie star with a good fan base, and people enjoy seeing her in movies. So trying to make this turn, I think is difficult, and it seems very forced. So that's the bad for me. Honorable mention. Uh, I think that is Michelle Pfeiffer is her
Yes,
rival in here.
yes.
Yeah, she's. I mean, she played that role to a T, and like I saw everything coming. Like the trailer was very spot on for. Hey, this is what's going to happen in the movie. And I know I just said, damn it, give me a trailer that tells me what happens in the movie, and I'm tired of all these series. That's true. But damn, this was like right on the nose. It was like boop boop. Hey, there you go. She's gonna egg her on, and she's gonna get mad, and then she's gonna use magic, and then the wedding's not gonna happen, and it's gonna cause this great war. Uh, yeah. So, but and
Okay, well, your explanation of what happened in the first one kind of explains because I did get the sense that Michelle Pfeiffer's character was like bad, just kind of like that was the sense that I was getting, and I was like, wait a minute, I thought Maleficent was the bad guy, so
yeah,
that makes sense. But I totally, without having any context, I picked up on that as well.
and Angelina Jolie's cheekbones are ridiculous. I think they're photoshopped, but maybe that's makeup, or they added that onto
It's
her
probably
face.
prosthetics.
I think that's makeup because Sam Jackson in Captain Marvel. Did we go over?
Yeah, it's okay. Keep going.
Because Sam Jackson, Captain Marvel, that's all makeup. All of it,
Yeah.
all makeup. It's not Photoshop. It's not special effects. It's all just makeup.
Yeah, I think that's like prosthetics for
Mm.
sure. They just like stuck it on there.
Damn it, Katie, you're gonna give me this. They just airbrushed that. Bones are sharp. Let me pop into these comments real quick. Veronica says I enjoyed Angelina in the first Maleficent. Then Facebook user says same. I honestly don't think I won't see it, even though Angelina Jolie is gorgeous. And he says, I miss the original Mistress of Evil. She was evil. Like the Mistress of Evil, she was evil.
Mm-hmm.
Flat out. You don't get that from Angelina Jolie. Like you cheer for, you want her to win in these
Yeah.
movies. Jolie is lovely though. And Veronica comes back and says, "There's nothing like that original cartoon Maleficent." You're absolutely
Yeah,
right. That
totally agree.
that cartoon Maleficent is in Kingdom Hearts, and she's evil. There's nothing like that woman that we see in the cartoon and in the game. There was never an ounce of good in her. Never.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Veronica says, "For sure, those are makeup cheekbones."
Yeah. Sorry, not CGI, not not airbrushing.
And then I don't have an image for. I failed. I don't have an image for which one we talking about here?
New
Uh,
Mutant?
New Mutants. So we can just talk about that one.
Yeah, that's fine. I think you go first, right?
All right. So here's the good for me on that New Mutants trailer. Arya Stark is in it. That's it.
Okay.
That's my good. I love Arya Stark. I love that actress. I love her so much I don't even remember her real name because she's Arya Stark.
Maisie.
Maisie. That's it. That's the good. The bad is that they still make these other X-Men movies attached to Fox. They need to stop. Let it go. I will give it an honorable mention. The whole horror theme that they're going for. That's a nice little way to poof up the shit because it's still going to be shit. Uh, I just have no faith in them. The only movie that I felt like that they've really done good, Fox, is Logan, and they don't even deserve that film. Let's stick a knife in it. She's done. Let's move on. Let's get these MCU versions of these films. I'm sorry, Arya Stark got to be in a floppy dead film, but it is what it is. She took out the Night King, so you got to balance it.
All right. First of all, I loved Logan. It's probably one of my favorite movies, but
Oh, it's
that's
amazing.
not that's not what we're talking about. But I have to agree with you. That movie is amazing. The good for me is I'm excited about this horror movie spin on the mutants and X-Men. I think that's kind of a cool twist. I hope they don't mess it up, but I think they are going to mess it up because I feel like maybe this movie sucks and that's why it keeps getting pushed back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That the fact that it keeps getting pushed makes me think that something's seriously wrong with it. So I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, it looks like and it'd be okay, but like you keep getting these stories of disbursement on sets, disagreements between the studio directors, things just aren't cohesive when it comes to putting these films together, just like with the X-Men Dark Phoenix movie. Nothing was cohesive behind the scenes, and then when you get out there and see it, you can tell it's in the production quality of it or whatnot. I just think we're overall, I can only speak for myself. I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to see the MCU's version of this and get them interacting with all those other characters and stuff like that. But Arya Stark, let's not crush her movie career with this. As long as I'm pretty sure she's going to give a solid performance still.
Of course.
All right, and now,
And this is our last one. Damn, we just like rolled through these.
yeah, we did. Jumanji 2. This trailer went live, and for those of you who do not know, I have a huge man crush on The Rock. He's amazing. Okay, all right, I'm done. So this cast of characters was amazing in the last one. I